Hey, what's up you guys? So I wanted to make this video and I wanted to discuss, well, the world that we live in, okay? And if you didn't see my video yesterday, I discussed why I don't really believe in the so-called Great Awakening. But in this video, I want to talk about the world is just one big giant play, okay? And we are all a part of this play, whether you realize it or not, okay? And so with this being said, I want to talk about we all play different characters in this so-called life. Life is like a video game, okay? So you have to realize, like, when you sit there and you hear people talk about, oh, you need to be authentic to your true self. Well, what does that even mean? Okay, what the heck does being authentic to yourself truly represent? Okay, and only you can be the one to figure that out. And with that being said, if you haven't taken the time to sit down and really evaluate this, okay, what it means to be authentic to yourself, you're not authentic to yourself, because it takes a very, very, very long time to truly figure out who you are, to figure out the things you like, to figure out what, just anything and everything you could think of, okay? But most of us, okay, in this so-called life, we put on different characters, okay? And we put on multiple different characters every single day. So let's say you're at work. Ooh, you gotta act professional, put on that business suit. Ooh, you have to talk in a certain way. You have to act a certain way in front of those people. Oh, you're in front of your friends. Ooh, I gotta act and talk and dress a certain way. Oh, you're in front of your parents. Oh, I gotta act, dress, and do everything that would please them. Oh, you're in front of your family. And the list just goes on and on and on and on and on of all these characters that you play. You dress a certain way, you talk a certain way, you act a certain way in front of people, okay? It's all a show, it's an illusion, okay? And here's the thing, I hear people say things like, well, oh, just don't care what other people think. Well, that's easy to say and very hard to pull off, okay? So, with this being said, are you going to tell me that, okay, let's say you're a man and you're married to your wife. You're not going to care about what your wife thinks of you, your children, your grandparents, your mom, your dad, the list goes on of people that you love. Of course, you're going to sit there and care what they think of you. It's natural, it's part of being a human. But with this being said, you have to have discernment here, okay? I mean, because once you start truly figuring out who you are, you can't just go out and do whatever you want, whenever you want, okay? You can't just behave however you want and dress and do everything that you want to do when you want it. Just because, oh, you don't care, give a rat's what anybody thinks, okay? There's a time and place for everything, okay? So let's say you go to a funeral. You have to, there's a reason why people go to funerals, okay? Because they want to show respect to that person. So you know that you can't just bust out and dress however you want and act however you want in that time moment. You have to sit there and realize this. There's a time and place where you have to put on the mask, put on the little acting show, and go about the day, okay? But then there's a time where we need to sit there and figure out who we truly are, okay? And I think most people, they don't want to take the time to truly figure out who they are, what they like, what their thoughts are, sitting down. Really, I mean, this takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. And a lot of people, if you tell them, hey, sit down and close your eyes and just meditate for 5 minutes. I mean, most people can't even do that. Most people can't sit still for 10 minutes because we live in a chaotic world. We live in a world where we want to be stimulated at all given times. We need entertainment. We need this. We need that. Nobody could sit down and just take the time to say, who am I truly? Am I being authentic to myself? Am I truly being authentic to myself, or am I still trying to please and do the things of the world? That's a question for you to answer, not me. Most people will go through life and never truly understand who they are, what their values are, anything about themselves. They'll never figure this stuff out because they don't take the time to sit there and figure this stuff out. I mean, it takes a long, long, long time. And it takes a lot of time being alone. A lot of times just sitting there and doing absolutely nothing. Okay? But most people, they don't want to do that because, oh, I have obligations. I have this. I have that. I have to do all this stuff. Okay? And so they continue to run the rat race of playing a million different characters in this so-called life. Okay? I mean, it'll never end. These people will sit there when they're around their drinking buddies. Oh, man, I'm gonna act goofy. Ha ha ha. Okay? They're around their weightlifting buddies. Oh, yeah. Or whoever it is. It doesn't matter who it is. Most people always put on a show, okay? Most people will never truly let the true them shine into the world, okay? But here we are. So I would encourage you guys, when you sit there and you go about life, ask yourself, am I putting on a mask right now? Am I playing this character? Or are you truly being authentic to yourself? Are you truly sitting there doing the things that you enjoy? Or are you sitting there doing the things that, well, you're not really having fun, but you're pretending to put on a show? Oh, I enjoy this. Okay, or the way you dress. People say, I identify the way I dress. Ooh, this is my character. I dress. Well, you've probably seen that from other people, okay? And is that really you? Are you identifying because, oh, I dress a certain way? Oh, you identify as the car you drive. No, no, no. See, here's another thing that we do, okay? In this world, people ask you, who are you? Well, they identify themselves. I'm a manager. No, I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. What do you like to do for fun? And then it's the same answers. Everybody, they identify themselves as work. They identify themselves as the type of car they drive, the materialistic possessions, all this stuff, dude. And if you can't get past the materialistic possessions or the labels of things, you're never truly going to be authentic to yourself, dude. Because being authentic to yourself it's a hard thing to do. You have to have a balance, a super well-balanced life, okay? So that may be a thing of like, that in certain moments, you have to play the character, okay? Of respect, kindness. You may have to wear a suit. You may have to do certain things in a moment. But with that being said, okay, there's a time and place where you could truly be authentic to yourself, okay? So I would encourage you guys to sit down, truly figure this out, man. Take the time. I mean, because there's nothing more important in this life than, first of all, making sure you're right with God, giving your life over to God, and let God be your savior, okay? That's number one. But then number two, to sit down and really evaluate yourself. Really sit there and ask yourself, are you being authentic to yourself? Because if you're authentic to yourself, you could tell people, hey, I like to travel. But if you're authentic to yourself, that may not be an interest to you in real life. You just put on the persona that you like to travel. You put on a show. Oh, I like to travel. Oh, no, I like this, okay? I mean, it may be fun in the moment, but is it really how you want to identify yourself? So I would encourage yourself to sit down, evaluate your life, sit down and ask yourself, how many roles am I playing? How many characters am I playing? How many masks am I putting on in front of certain people? How am I talking in front of people? How am I behaving in front of? Is that really being authentic to myself, or is it not? So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and God bless.